Something looks weird. What the heck? Did I forget? I did forget. Turn on open sesame. Woo. There you go. Cool. Alright. Well, let's do our nails and then we'll get started on pricing. I think our nails should mostly be pretty good. I did them yesterday, right before the concert, so I don't think we'll have to do too much work on them, but let's polish it off. I know my middle finger's a bit scratchy right now. Yeah, it's like very tiny amount of scratchiness on it, so let's just solve that real quick. Okay, I think that should be good on the nails. Let's see. M could be a bit better, but it's overall not too bad. Alright, let's get on to the practice. Hey HTF, what's up? Why does my camera look orange? Okay. Perhaps. Also, you can still redeem first. I don't think anyone's done it yet. It is you. You could be the one. Where's the Robbo? I'm not sure. Sometimes it do be like that. Congrats on -1 point. I deserve that. I think I just swallowed nail dust into my throat. Oh god. Hey Elite, thank you. Excuse me for the raid. How's it going? How's your stream? Grim Reaper, dude, I actually just swallowed nail asbestos, man. Finally making dinner? Nice. What do you have it? Full pizza. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for the water. W for washing? Fair. Thanks for washing my lungs out, I guess. They did need a good spring cleaning. Cool. not too bad. Let's go do some tremolo stuff. Also, my hand kind of hurts. It's been hurting for the last couple days, but it's getting a bit worse now. It basically happened when I started, when I packed my gig bag. I kind of like overstrained it somehow. But yeah, now the middle of my hand hurts, especially between the middle and ring finger. It's super painful. Oh my god, shh, you're so loud. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how that progresses, but it's kind of hard to play. It's hot. It is hot. It hurts. Cool. Up to 25 degrees, that's gross. How's it like over here? It's pretty hot during the daytime. I don't know what it's like right now though. 17 degrees at nighttime. It'll be 22 degrees later. Not if I recommend the Tansman, dude. It's listening, it's learning, it knows. It's tracking your entire online footprint. That's pretty good. Nice, okay, cool. Not right now, but still cooling down from earlier. Yeah. You know, it's getting hot. It's terrible. Sleeps are like 90% less enjoyable than before. Just hot and sweaty. I probably have to set up a fan soon. White noise hype? True. Cool. Alright, let's do some IM and AM stuff. Nice. Birthday in a week-ish. Nice. Nice. You have any plans? Not currently? That sounds chill. That's so terrible. That's a bit better. It sounds so gallopy. Okay, let's actually slow it down and try and work on it properly. Sounds good? No, it doesn't, it doesn't, it doesn't. Promise, it doesn't. Clicked 1 million times. Which clicker game are you playing? Post Apo Tycoon. Half idle, half clicker. Ooh. Getting your mouse to click every 2 seconds on button. Fair. That is in fact the right answer. The no RSI answer. Hey Procto, good morning. You say good morning as if you're late? Okay. bit better. Let's move on to some real practice, though. Chatting with Mambo, dinner party for when relatives visit. Cool. I think we'll continue doing a bit of tremolo practice throughout the day. Well, reverse tremolo practice, that is. Just because I think it's kind of weak, and we should probably fix it up. Spider running across my keyboard. Spider running across my desk. Spider, please leave me alone. Please don't hide right where, like, you can... Thank you. Okay, as long as I can't see you, we're fine. We're chilling. Find a way of getting them happily drunk. Nice. Sounds chill. That noise? It was the noise of my spider alarm going off. I, in fact, make those noises like at least 3 times a week whenever I see a spider. It's nothing special. It is 1 of 100 of these clips. To Australia, yeah, it seems like they've got some real big ones over there. Hear those noises? It's time to get the gasoline? True, dude. True. I was just thinking something. Oh yeah, right. Now that it's spider season, you will very likely be hearing those noises a lot more often. Watch anime about badge with big balls yesterday. I saw your Discord post. That's wild. Puzzled Piliable star Mr. Destructoid. Is a carpet? That's kind of vile, but fair. What the heck? Happened recently. Weird. Slept bad like a week ago. Back hurt since then. Had a problem sitting in cinema. Oof. Sound like a non-gym problem? That's also true. That's also true. Speaking of which, I think me and my friends might be going rock climbing today. It's a bit off schedule because we normally go on weekdays, but it should be chill. Want to sleep inside a kitchen drawer? True. More things to shave your eyebrows off with in the kitchen drawer. Got your daily run out of the way as you return from cinema at 1 a.m. and ran? Hell yeah. You know, I love the midnight runs. I've been doing runs before stream recently. It's been pretty chill. 32-day streak, wow. Let's try that again. Cool. 20 minutes? Hey, that's good. That's good. Usually be dead. 2 kilometers at 10k per hour, but now it's bearable. Nice. I feel like running kind of sucks, but it's good for you. So I feel you. I think running out of every exercise is probably the one I hate the most, just because of how much it makes you feel dead inside. But recently, with trying the midnight runs, it's been a little bit more palatable. Like it's not so miserable when you're running around in the dark. It's very miserable when it's sunny and hot out, though. That was pretty good. Let's let that one pass. I'm thinking playing twice a day actually kind of, honestly, it kind of slabs. So yesterday we had our performance in the daytime, and it was really good. I had quite a decent performance. The audience kind of was stinky, but the performance was pretty good. And then now that we're practicing today, like 12 hours afterwards, like the hands are like basically pre-warmed up, and I feel like performance ready basically, even without much warm up. So I think there might be something really, really nice about just playing twice a day, or at least just like playing the guitar a little bit during the daytime, just to like keep the hands warm for the next practice session and not have to full on warm up from nothing. Because it really is quite pleasant. 4 moves in 1 day. Yeah, it sounds pretty terrible. Cool. Okay, let's come back to that in a few minutes. First pancake, sacrificial pancake. You're right, dude. So hey, how's it going? How does it feel to be free from social obligation? Dude, I'm actually so weak to social stuff. Dude, I felt like throwing up for like 12 hours yesterday. It was so bad. Like I finally now feel like I'm a real human being again. Do you know what, like the peak of my terrorism was like after the concert was over, the publicity director was like, hey, do you have time after this? You want to go for a coffee or something? And dude, like I literally died. I like at that moment my soul left my body. Extended socialization by like 45 minutes. It ended up being okay. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but I wasn't expecting the jump scare. Which soul? Correct. It was a trick question. But yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice. I just like man, I'm just so bad. Like I like if I don't plan out a social interaction, it kind of sucks. So getting jump scared and then having to follow up with conversation and trying to be a decent human being, impossible event. Emergency social interaction kit. You're right. You're right. Yeah, luckily, I mean, obviously, as a person who's doing the publicity stuff, they're like a real human being and they can hold a conversation. So, luckily, they provided all the social topics, which was fantastic. I I have my special interests. So like I talk to them about like like some neuroscience stuff. um and then once that was exhausted, like that was it. That was me for the day. That was like that was all I had to contribute. Yep. And they provided the real human being topics. What do you mean you don't want to talk about a topological action map? What do you mean? What? Who doesn't want to learn about that? Do you like monkeys? Do you like electrons? Do you like electrodes? Do you like the combination of all three? You collect dead squirrels? Do you really? Oh. They go really well in your friend group. That, yeah, honestly, like, I'd probably want to talk to you more. You say that for relatives, okay. Say for the people who wouldn't appreciate a dead squirrel collection. Okay, try this from here. Cool, okay, let's come back to that in a few minutes. Okay, that needs to be separated. I actually clocked out so hard yesterday, just like checked out of reality. I randomly watched like an hour of RuneScape videos just so I could try and like just like blur my brain out of existence. The most romantic things you ever saw was your friend having a roadkill emu in his trunk for a week because he knew his girlfriend would want to taxidermy it. Yo, that's so cute. What the heck? That must have stunk so bad. That's so cute. Hey, BT Goros, how's it going? That's like relationship goals, man. It's like, how much do you love your partner? Love them enough that you'd keep a dead emu in the trunk for a week. Just clicked on your live, had to say amazing playing. Thank you. Don't mind the dead emus. They're a feature. On Twitch also, yeah. You might notice that there's more chat here than YouTube. This is like the combined YouTube Twitch chat thing. So yeah. Real love starts at Skunk in the Trunk, true. But like literal skunk in the trunk. Music videos go hard though? They do. Music videos are like my comfort video. After getting obliterated by social interactions, gotta like recharge on some old school RuneScape. I don't know what it is, but there's something really nice about watching somebody put 300 hours into something and then condense that into a 10-minute video. It's like, it's so satisfying. Let's check out this B section of the double. Also, D, please read more Exordia. I was literally vibrating in my seat yesterday when I saw that quote. Please read more, dude. I need to talk about the I think it's like maybe like, I don't know, 40 or 50% in or something like that. Dude, I need to talk about it, man. Please. It is like it's so good. It gets so much gooder the further it gets. Like the further we get away from all this like poo-poo military. Oh, 4 years at yo, okay, nice. That is good progress. Hey, Shoria, welcome in. Like, my brain actually exploded at the 50% mark. Also, like, the body horror gets even more horrific as time goes on. Like, it's so gross. It's great. It's, like, it's vile. I don't know how this guy comes up with it, but it is genuinely vile. Honest to God, disgusting. It's, like, it's 10 out of 10. Jumping between Haro audiobook and Exordia, just surrounded by gore on all sides? Hell yeah, dude, that's the way. That's getting a bit better, actually. We need to fix these chords, though. Oh, you played Gunbound too? Yo, let's go. Remember Gunbound really testing the limits of your friendships? Really? What's the sauce, dude? Give me the Gunbound lore. Yeah, I remember my saddest moment was playing Gunbound. Me, a fresh, bright-eyed 5-year-old, and then making some online friends because I was kind of cracked. And then them finding out that I was in fact 5 years old and then not wanting to be friends anymore. Dude, it's tragic. Tragic. Remember Gunbound testing the limits? First taste of betrayal. Here's apart from the guitar, I have a piano, I have a guzheng, I have ukulele, mandolin, an oud, a tomatone, piano horn. Yeah, I have like a bunch of random percussion instruments too. Got thunder tube, got some Indian drums, tabla. Yeah. I collect random crap. I also have like 30 kazoos. Don't ask why. Well, I also have a jaw harp. Don't ask again. Once again, don't ask why it's like right here. But we got one of these. Makes great noises. I like how it goes boiling. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. Also, what was your favorite? I forget. Are they called mobiles? Yeah, I think. What was your favorite Gundam mobile? Enjoy the boiling. Thank you. Speaking of teeth, that thing, because you have to like flick a thing into your mouth, there's like a 30% chance of hitting your teeth with it. Marconi made a nice use of that instrument. You buy ice cream on your way home from the gym? Oh yeah, also speaking of ice cream, instead of coffee, me and the publicity director actually we went for ice cream. It's pretty good. I had a raspberry sherbet. I like raspberry. So it made the social interaction much more pleasant because we had ice cream. In the first 10 seconds, plus. Don't remember you were single digit years old? Pathetic. I still remember. Alright, we're gonna do a personality test right now. This is your time to shine. There is a wrong answer. Most answers are correct, but there is a wrong answer. It was Trico? Nice. Okay. Bless. I liked Knack a lot, because I liked pooping underground. Did anybody else play Gunbound? You like the dinosaurs? Bless. Okay. Okay, what is that we're listening to? Where's the boy going? Oh, this is some like god tier whistling. Where's my boy going though? Did I miss it? I feel like I missed the boy going. Is the one along with oh, okay. I was expecting him to be making like cartoon sound effects. Oh, but are they like just like unironically using the instrument? Okay, yeah, that's fair. That guy's whistling is cracked, dude. That's so good. It's on the oh, is it really? Oh, is that why? I was only wearing my right headphone. Wait, let me try that again. But with the proper side. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's see now what I was expecting was like okay let's play that back like a third time, just like this is what I was expecting. This is what I was expecting. Yeah, let's duet this thing. That's what I was expecting. It was much less cartoony than that, though. Thank you, thank you. More cactus. Okay, let's go fix that. It's a bit funky. That later. Random scale run. Okay, let's try this at 140. It was pretty good yesterday, so let's see if it's any good today. It was almost good. That's pretty good at the end. Okay. It's getting better. Let's come back to it again. Okay. Cool. Okay, the Saraband. Good luck. Let's go fix a couple spots there. Cool. Let's come back to that in a few minutes. Speaking of Regani, the Regani actually went really, really well yesterday. We kind of had cold, clammy hands when we played it, but we still kind of banged it out really, like, muy bueno. It was great. So I feel pretty confident about the July series of concerts that are going to come up. Oh, and the competition too, I think will be really good. That needs a bit of work. Come back to that in a bit. Oh, more Regandi. Okay. I did say that at the beginning of every pile that we would do a bit more tremolo work. So let's go do that really quickly. I want to do some reverse tremolo because mine is pretty bad. Let's just try to get some practice on that. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go do the actual origami now, though. Cool. Should we come back to that one again? Meh. It's okay. Not too bad. Cool. Played very well, thank you. How terrible did they nat 20? Oh dear. 80%? Correct. I am entirely prepared to be like fully non-verbal for the rest of the day, unless I have to go out. I am 100% prepared to just like lock myself in my bedroom and just like read and write for the whole day. I think a friend's wedding on Sunday, managed to move a whole bunch of students to Saturday. Oh, gross. Benefit, not much income lost. Downside, rip Saturday. Pokemon has appeared. You know, I feel like we should actually probably get the 10 catch things out of the way too. I'm pretty sure we have not attempted 10. Oh, hey, this one could be our 10th one. Alright. And what the wonder trade below 30 kilograms. You look like you're below 30 kilograms. Okay. I'm just gonna assume. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Working normal-ish hours. 9:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Single 30-minute break. Like, kind of miserable, but yeah, it could be worse. It could certainly be worse, but that's not great. Should we come back to this one again? I feel like it's so close to being memorized. Good stongs, true. Ish. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If stongs is what motivates you, then this is a good thing. Frozen salmon ice cream. Okay. We accept protein goals. In fact, protein goals is the only goal we care about. recipe for tuna ice cream. I'm gonna leave that link blue, but congratulations on not making your ice cream or not ice cream. I will leave that for the cats to click on though. If it wasn't sweet, you consider it. That's the correct opinion, I feel like. But at that point, it's cat food, right? It's like a treat that you would make for your kitty. In fact, I've seen people make cat food like that, like little frozen tuna pop for their cat to eat. But yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound like it for me, Chief. Hey Yaka, welcome in. Kill the second saw making the grippies. Oof. These are some expensive grippies. 110 grams of sugar. Jesus, dude. I think for that, I would literally rather have anything except for tuna flavor. One liter of soda to go with your token amount of tuna. Half as much as normal ice cream? That still sounds entirely disgusting. I am sorry that you enjoy eating cat food, but pass me on that ice cream, my guy. Okay. Who eats just one portion of ice cream? Cats. Cats are who eat just one portion of ice cream. Because the owner doles it out very specifically for the cat. This is, in fact, cat food. I promise you it's cat food. Five Nazis a portion? That's also true. You know, cats with their paws? Oh, I've heard about that, yeah. Have to watch Queen Anne Chong's Weight has a competition next month? Correct. This definitely is a food that Princess Donut would eat. And they did their crap with them too. That's true. That's true. It's unfortunate because like I feel like their paws, yeah, are like very fun to play with. However, they're also covered in poop. Recipe from a fancy chef's ice cream maker's website? Dude, I don't care who it comes from, it's cat food. Appeal to authority is the weakest appeal you can make. Let's please not confuse. Like, I don't care if they're a 30-star Michelin ice cream maker, it's still cat food. That's right, it's fancy chef cat food, but it is cat food. Kind of like salted caramel, but not. And the not part is the cat food. Let's reiterate that this is cat food ice cream. Like, my dog's liver pate in a can is supposed to taste kind of like foie gras, but not. You know? Like, the but not part is the dog food part. Use it pretend canteen was cat food and eat it. That is the okay. I've always like crazy unhinged thought, but like I always wonder, like, could you just swap canned tuna with cat food and like would somebody notice a difference? You know, because like it's the same, right? Right? Like, what's the difference? They do smell the same. You would notice a difference. Okay, what, like, have you ever tried it though? Like, like genuine question. Like, how much of a difference is it? Like, would you know? Would it taste vile? Like, cats seem to like it. You love human hands, dude. Canteen is cheaper and higher quality. Is it bad to feed canned tuna to your cats, or is it bad to feed cat food to your humans? Throws the human out, dude. I literally read a story like that. Actually, I think you'd probably like it, but it's basically this guy had a thing for hands, so he would like cut off all the hands of his dolls and stuff. That's how he got started. And then he started like finding like random like strays and like cutting their paws off and like keeping them refrigerated. Just one though, like just one, because picking off both would be cruel. And then like he found like a random unattended baby one time and like took its hand too. And then like it's continued escalating until he started taking like full size people hands, and just like that. That's all. Like you just like leave the human behind, like because he thought that hands had the truth of the person. Like the people's faces and eyes were like filthy liar things, but hands always tell the truth. Always the same side of the hand, like always. I think so, but I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, I think it was always one hand. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, and then like these kids like Scooby Dooed into the guy's house because they thought something was messed up with him, and they like opened his fridge and there's just like a fridge and freezer full of different hands and stuff like that, as well as like dolls missing their hands all lined up on a shelf and like a whole pile of like random inanimate hands. So, you know, in case you need motivation, 10 out of 10. All hands on deck, ayo. Reasonable and acceptable king? Yeah, basically. I mean, like, the people might have died or needed surgery after, but, like, whatever. You know, like, doesn't matter, got hands. Fit for consumption for humans is a higher bar than for cats. That's fair. That's fair. Tuna for humans has extra salt. Tuna for cats made from leftover bits after taking the nice bits off the tuna. Oh, gotcha. Give my hand up. True. Alright, speaking of hands, let's I feel like there used to be a rule against making the exact same pun like 10 different times. Like, I don't mind a hand pun, but I do mind 10 hand puns. Please, like, if you're going to be punny, like, be clever, be like variety, man. That handful is still the same pun. It's please let's use variety. Let's not just use handfuls, hands. Like, it's boring. Give me something interesting, dude. Comes back to being hilarious. I don't think so. I feel like not yet. Maybe like in a year from now. Aim for a different joke. Thank you. That was a joke. Oh, it didn't register in my joke index. See, get it? Because like index is like index finger, and like index also is like double meaning as like a category. You know. Digital, good. Thank you for not being boring. I appreciate variety and creativity. You said use every pun of the day? Yes. Totally are. Ayo. Called out. Let's come back to that one again. It was really weak. Cool. Oh my gosh. feel guilty about the saws dying. They're just dull. Everything needs new blades or anything on cash when doing the home repairs. Oh, fair. Should we fail that? Yeah, we should fail that. Kind of funny that they started one after another. That's true. I feel like bad things always come in cascades. Like, you can be chilling for like a whole month, nothing bad happens, and like one bad thing starts the avalanche. Too soon? What? Was there an out? Who died? Oh no. Avalanche news. What did I miss? Sports ball? Wait, who? Blatten, Switzerland. Aftermath of glacial collapse. Oh. Village was wiped off the map. Yikes, man. That's crazy. Nature crazy. Got a new table saw blade yesterday. Things back to normal. Fortunately, past the need for table saws with this. Needed the smaller saw. Womp. Everyone's okay, so they knew about it. Just one classic 64-year-old man who ignored the evacuation order. Honestly, I respect it, dude. Like, I refuse to leave. Like, wasn't there that like scene in Chernobyl? Like, yeah, kill me if you want, boss. Like, whatever. Like, I'm not leaving. It's fine. I've lived a long enough life. I'm not prepared to make changes. The same shirt technically, yeah. I have about 30 of the exact same shirt. I change them every day. I do, however, have like 30 of the exact same shirt. It makes dressing very easy. I am a cartoon character. But numbers? No, I hate shirts that have designs on them. I cannot stand graphic tees. I cannot stand any print on any piece of clothing, really. If it's not pure fabric, I hate it. I do, however, respect that other people enjoy having individuality. A wolf shirt? Ah, oh, dude. That's like... No. Please, no. That's like... No. 3 wolf moon? Okay, but like, when you get that far, like, that's like... It's so bad it's ironic, which makes it kind of funny. But like, I still wouldn't wear it, though. I still wouldn't wear it. A gift and a printed tee. Dude, that's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, speaking of which, dude, I had another teeth dream. It was terrorism. Okay, I actually wrote it in my dream log. Give me a sec. Yippee, you stop that right now. Okay, let me find it. Okay. Okay, so I was talking. Okay, so I was talking about Gideon with somebody, and they were talking about like the lip horror in it. And then I was just like, what? Wait, is there is there lip body horror in Gideon? I don't think so. And then, and I realized I was thinking about the other book I was reading, and so I started talking about Exordia. And then another one of my friends thought that it'd be fun to read 2 books at once, like that. I was like, yeah, it is fun to read 2 books at once. And then so I was describing all the body horror in Exordia to my sister. It's like a metaphysical horror that makes you more of yourself. So I was explaining the eyes, the nice, beautiful, nested frog spawn, infinitely fractaling eyes into each other, and the nose, honeycombs, whatever. Nobody cares about the nose. And then my sister shook her head, and as she did, like, I heard like the clacking. And in fact, my sister's teeth were the Exordia teeth. No, sister, no, no. And she wasn't bothered by it. Like, she wasn't bothered at all by the teeth. I was very bothered, but she was not bothered. And then, like, no. And then she thought like lips splitting into a cross was kind of a cool thing. So like imagine having like a cleft lip that like goes all the way like up to your septum or something like that. It's like cleft lip down to your chin and up to your nose. She thought that was cool. I do not think that's cool, but good on you. And then afterwards, she ate a sandwich on the beach, just like raw dogged the sandwich on the sand, like. Had a nice sandwich, and then just put it directly on the sand, and then like picked it up, brushed it off, and ate it like a complete animal. And yeah, that was the end of the dream. That's all. Thanks for listening. I have a spare 3 Wolf Moon shirt sitting around, given to you by a girlfriend in high school. Sending a passionate voice. Please do not include the Wolf Moon shirt. Desert, dry lips, several decades, permanent scar. What does it tell you this about you? It tells you that I've been reading too much body horror novels recently, and they're infecting my dreams. Man, now I feel sick. It's so gross. This pleases you? Core psychological study can start here? Maybe. Have blueberry cookies gonna toss into the package? Might as well send a bunch of random funny stuff. Would blueberry cookies survive? Like, one time Shanak sent me some pretzels from Canada, and it like got routed 10 times, and it took like over a month to get here, and they were severely like one of the slightly wet goods was severely moldy when it arrived. So unless these cookies are like hardtack, drier than the desert, I feel like I might be worried about sending them. Would you prefer to kill out of pleasure, hate, or intellectual challenge? For sure, intellectual challenge. What the heck? hate, but closer to spite. Okay, no, we accept spite for sure. In Momenta? Okay. Honestly, one of my prime driving factors for doing anything productive is just like pure spite. Like, all the times that I've progressed heavily on music stuff is because I got roasted by like some stinky dingbat, and then I got so pissed about it that I just had to like practice so that their opinions would be invalid. That's the way to go. I feel like, okay, hear me out though, right? Like, killing somebody out of hate or spite, it's like, it's too obvious of a motive, right? It's like, so what you gotta do, you gotta do like the gentleman's murder. You gotta, like, okay, like, you hate this person, you like, it's full of spite, but you gotta like wait, you gotta wait till it cools off, you know, like wait like 10 years or something, you know. And then when nobody thinks that there's any connection between you at all, then you go for it, you know. Like, the reactionary murder is like, it's too catchable. You gotta, like, it has to be like dispassionate, like fueled by spite, but like in the future where the spite is not so trackable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Conversation never happened? Exactly. Yo, I think about that all the time, Duvid. Yeah. If there's no connection to you and the subject, you do it from long range, no tracking cameras. Yeah, right? Like, imagine, like, you just go to a random place. You drive there. You don't buy gas. Don't buy gas in your city. And then you just go to somewhere like 200 kilometers away with no relation to you. Just like randomly shank someone in the park, and then you drive home. Like nobody would know. Like, it's impossible to solve, right? As long as your ego doesn't get the better of you, or your guilt doesn't get the better of you, like, it's like a perfect crime, right? Like, how would anybody know ever? Like, isn't that wild? Like, you just like be walking one day and like you just die, and like you have no idea why, because in fact there's no reason why. You just like you just got unlucky, and then your crime will never get resolved. Isn't that crazy, dude? Like, victim at random, city at random, time at random, no witnesses. Just like there's nothing you could do about that, right? It's just like, it's too unpredictable. I think about that like literally all the time. Like, how is like everybody still alive when like that's possible, you know? Send your picture of the cookies. You can see it's safe to send them. Oh, that does look pretty safe to send. Individually wrapped? Yes. Shanak sent me like a thing of strudels. Add that to your dailies. Some people fight back. True. Chinese plus workout plus random killing. Don't drive a car that has internet connection. Yeah, exactly. You gotta stay like a little bit low tech, you know? Like, keep your data off. Leave your phone at home. Keep your car like, I don't know, like a 2010 Honda Civic or something like that, whatever. You gotta like keep your footprint small. Their arms should not reach you. Just bring a halberd with you in the trunk, no problem. Call you the medieval executioner. Kind of, honestly, super cool. Like, honestly, you probably shouldn't even use a gun, right? Because guns are really trackable, right? Like, bullets are very, very trackable. Unless you're bored enough to, like, fish in there and pull your bullets back and, like, retrieve the casing and whatnot. Like, you shouldn't use a gun either, right? You should do it the good old medieval fashion way. +2 butcher knife on a stick, correct. Not really trackable. Well, I feel like in Canada it's so hard to get a gun. And like if you do get a gun, you're probably on some kind of list. And if you do have a gun, like I feel like it'll narrow the suspects down way more than just like a random spear, you know? Like let's say you have a hunting rifle. Like there's only so many people with hunting rifles, right? Also, very loud bang. So, you know. Best to just get in there old fashioned like. Talon Unibomber replaces small booby trapped objects in public spaces. Designed to detonate when handled by passersby and seriously injured but not killed. That's wild, dude. You sure it's not registered? But how, like in Canada, it's like almost impossible. Like going through all these hoops to get like some black market rifle in Canada is probably so sweaty. D20s loaded into a Chinese popcorn maker. Dude, that have you seen those things? They're so explosive, man. It's like horrifyingly explosive. The amount of pressure in there is nuts. Gives you a pumpkin for opening a bank account. That's pretty funny. Shocked when you first met at the Walmart. You took pictures. Yeah, like at best we have airsoft guns, which are just like they shoot plastic out, not danger bullets out. And even that is shocking that they sell at stores too, let alone like actual real guns. That's actually wild. Really, Fly used to decorate bacon. That's funny. Related SNL clip and memes? Bless. I will watch it later. Have moose? You have Americans? That's true. time delay between the event and death goes unnoticed most of the time unless you know what you're looking for. That makes sense. That makes sense. Poor bakers having to draw thousands of stars on. Oh, what do you mean R? Oh, I'm Canadian. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Do not lump me in with the gun wielders. We are, in fact, maple syrup slingers. We must placate the mooses and the mises, not your equals Yaka. Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Don't understand stars on muffins? Merga. Patriotism. Reading all the classic crime novels, murdering people really got harder, I guess. I guess so. I guess so. One time in Walmart, only point of reference. Honestly, valid. You can think of Walmart as like concentrated America. America's pretty big, so like if you look enough, like the dilution is pretty, like you'll see lots of different things. You did see a man with a whole rifle shoved down at the back of his jeans. Concentrated America. 240% sales? True. Made by like 6 Mexican guys in Oklahoma City. Let's come back to that later. Pizza Hut Express? That used to be in Targets. What the heck is a Pizza Hut Express? Why would having to spend a weekend in your portion of the desert? This is like living in America on hard mode. Max difficulty America. Pizza Hut Express because it's Express Pizza Hut. Yeah, you know, that's fair, dude. That's completely valid. Take crocodiles over a gun any day. Bless. Man, it's crazy to me, like the thought of being afraid to leave your house after like nighttime. Like I've always felt so comfortable in Canada land. Like I don't mind going for a walk at like 2 in the morning, or like I recently I've been going for runs at like 11:20 p.m. pitch black down a sketchy park, and like I feel like I don't feel any fear at all. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna get like jumped or mugged or anything like that. Even when I pass by like a group of six guys like doing drugs on the sidewalk, like they're just chilling, dude. They're just six guys doing drugs on the sidewalk, like whatever. Like they're just having a good time, right? Like I don't, like, but I don't feel afraid, like. But if I was in Yucca's part of the world, dude, I would like. I don't know if I would leave my house if it wasn't broad daylight and in public. Friends won't let you go to Taco Bell. That is unfortunate. Or maybe fortunate, depends. Didn't make pizza the orders, except personal pan pizzas didn't have really big ones. Hot and ready before hot and ready. Right. Fair. You don't desire to leave your house in the first place? Correct. But if I did, I'd like to not be afraid of doing it. Like, I leave my house... I choose not to leave my house, not because of agoraphobia, but because I hate people. But it would be tragic to be afraid of actually leaving, you know what I mean? Like, to choose not to versus to be feared into not doing it. Is that a song? Hey, Nat, how's it going? High on 20 things, sleepwalks into the street, suddenly starts screaming, runs through traffic, almost gets hit. Gets to your car, starts pounding the window, trying to get in before he screams more, runs off in the traffic, jumps over a fence. Yeah, that sounds like genuinely scary. Shrug starts driving, dude. Yeah, like that's too high level America for me, Chief. Yelling is scary, right? Dude, like my scariest Canada moment was living in an apartment with angry French Danny DeVito, who would like run or like walk down the hallway screaming and like slamming every door. And then like I was playing guitar one time and then he like started screaming and like slammed my door like so hard that I like felt my walls vibrate. Yeah, dude. So actually scary. It was actually scary. I'm like a small animal. I'm very weak to loud, sudden noises. Father, if you can jump in California mid 80s with a yes, you would have been American. True. Did you increase your love and gratitude for dad by 1,000%? Bless. He kept you a proud Italian instead. With pigeons. A few countries you wouldn't prefer over Italy, but yeah, that's super fair. Nightmare, thank you for the raid. How's it going? How's it going? What were you guys up to today? Hi. How you guys? Let's see. Can we play something chill? Oh, this is kind of a cool song. Okay, let's play this. Moin. Good morning. Alright. Love you playing. Thank you. Okay, let me catch on chat really quickly. This way you know what a pizza is? That's true. That is a big Italian buff. Your bog, ayo. Thanks for the claps. Okay, so like normally do just random practice here, so we will continue with that. Please enjoy this random scale run, which I might or might not scuff. We did scuff it. Okay, we'll come back to that in a few minutes. Love the practice runs? Thank you. Honestly, wanted melon? Yo, I would love to have your cat. It's very soothing, Blaz. Okay, well, we've got more practice. This one's also a banger, actually. It's probably like my favorite of the songs that I've learned this year. Well, it's not too bad. Collab with Nightmare when? That would mean I would have to leave my house. Or like put in effort. Both of which I'm allergic to doing. Also, that is a wild eyes emote, by the way. I just gotta say. Half bored though? Only 50% cat. Marby the one playing guitar? We accept. You think Sang from SpongeBob? That's the right answer. Love Furballs, but for real, has to be some end to the insanity. So she says, but then continues to pick up stray cats. The mind says no, but the heart cannot. Which heart? 1 of 9. Like, completely random. Okay, wait. Like... Okay, like... I've been trying to decide which flavor of ellipses I like better. I normally opt for number 1. Number 2 is valid, and number 3 is also valid, but, like, what are your guys' ellipses meta? Just, like, random question. Because I've seen authors do all 3, but, like, I don't know which one is, like, the tastiest. You like number 2, okay. I think Exordia uses number 3. It shows up the same on your end. 1 is cursed, 2 is preferred, 3 is acceptable but not nice to look at. Fair. For making lists 3. Oh yeah, okay, like as like an etc, like for example, like that. That makes sense. I accept. That is in fact correct. You do 2. Okay, ellipses with a space after. Fair. This one a little bit later. Understand what the question even was? Sorry. I don't know how to phrase the question, but you guys all got it now, so it worked out. Treat it as extra periods, fair. Brain training. Bach indeed. Okay, let's try with the ornaments. Zero's like the mulligan. Looks like your head after shaving, maybe? Fair. Shave half? Correct. That is the right answer. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I wonder, like, can I get away with only shaving the front half of my head? Because like, you guys don't really see the back of my head, and it takes like way more effort to shave the back than the front. So sometimes I just think about like just like from here on is like you know. But then I think that's a stupid idea and I shouldn't do it. So here we are. Technically, you have nothing to shave on the front half. Really? No, I do actually have like a full head of hair. I just shave it off because I don't want to deal with hair. Like I do have to shave everything off. Although I have thought about just like laser hair removaling all of my hair so I never have to shave again. But we'll save that for another day. We'll save that for when I'm less afraid. If you shouldn't have so you can use the back as a front, doubling your current t-shirts. You're right, dude. You're right. Absolutely correct. Add a hair removal lotion in your shampoo. That's, yeah, man, that's so unhinged. Aquarium Capiche Mafia Dolphin. Quick, give me an Italian brain rot for that. Like Acquiesce Asquietti. Dalfini Mabiosini. Aqua Squeegee. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. ChatGPT, please show Mafia Dolphin Italian with Tommy gun. And do you guys know how much power it takes to do all this AI prompt generating stuff? Like, it's actually nuts. Like, it's crazy how it's basically an entire country's worth of electricity, like, on a daily basis, just to generate all this AI generating stuff. Like, it's insane, man. And this is, like, the lowest point ever that AI is ever going to be. Like, it's just gonna get more and more and more power drainy as time goes on. It takes even more power for basic prompts, yeah, right? Like, it's nuts. It's actually, like, the craziest power drain ever. Actually use less? I don't think so. There's no way it uses less because, like, right now AI is being used for more and more and more things, right? And it's becoming more and more easy to access, so I can't imagine it ever using less power, right? For example, like, we currently don't have great AI video things, but AI video is becoming more and more prevalent, and that generates tons and tons and tons of electric blah 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 blah, blah fingerprint, right? And so imagine, like, in a world where it becomes even more prevalent to have AI videos being generated, and the fingerprint will be even bigger. Can reduce the load? Yeah, but then, like, the use cases, though, are going up and up and up and up. So, like, maybe it gets more efficient, but it's being used exponentially more. Like, even things that don't need to be AI are being used, are like having AI whatever to generate answers, or like some basic automation things which could be done much more simply and efficiently are just being like shoehorned into blah 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 AI stuff. more efficient but increased density at the same time. True. More efficient, usage will spike, the overall power draw will increase. Exactly. Surprising violin, yo. Okay, let's come back to that later. Even an early overuse of Steam machines can me happy not to go back into the acid mines. That's true. Of course, it's soft. Oof. But in this case, I don't necessarily think that AI stuff is like I feel, I feel there's like more harm generated from it than there is the Steam engine, you know? Like they both have good things about them that make a lot of things simplified and make it so that you have less man hours needed to complete tasks. But at the same time, like the fact that like half of websites now are just kind of like incestual like cesspool of just regurgitated information, it's really bad. I absolutely hate every website that has AI articles on it. Like they're just so not useful. Or like any kind of thing that like tries to summarize a blah 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 topic. Like it's so Delfini Mafiosini. Oh dear. Full of mistakes, right? Just a huge hater. But yeah, I think like the thing that bothers me most, like anytime I try to find useful information, it's just AI and it's not useful. And it's also not even information, it's just kind of like regurgitation. And it's also really hard to find any kind of primary documents when AI is like flooding all the search results too. Yeah, it doesn't know either. And like again, like back to like the incestuous thing is that like an AI will like regurgitate something that an AI has regurgitated will regurgitate right? Like it's like passing information telephone, and it's just like progressively more garbage. And then the more the garbage fills up, the more it gets regurgitated back to itself. To just make like an ever increasing cesspool of non-information. Can't search for phrases anymore, use language models, looking up something specific instead of real world. You can hit a TikTok meme that has similar words. Yeah. And the worst thing is, like, it's not just Google too. Like, even the independent search engines are just horrendous. It's like everything's infested. It's terrible. AO3 got scraped recently. All the prompts are during ABO content. Very sad for fanfic authors. Also kind of funny. They're trying to anticipate what you want instead of giving you what you searched for. Yeah. Okay, one thing I will say though, I feel like this, like these language learning models, they're like really good at corporate language. My friend was making a resume and a cover letter thing, and like honestly, like it was kind of trash. But then like they slapped it into ChatGPT, and it came out with like a product that was so good that like I had like one correction for it maybe, like it's like one thing that could be rewritten to flow a bit better. But yeah, it was so good. It was like actually amazing. It was like peak writing. It's good at jargon. It really is. It really is. Can you make this more concise or more appealing for recruiters? Yeah, exactly. I think you still need to have some baseline of skill at writing or recognizing what's good or not. But it's like, it really is fantastic. Isn't corporate languages people trying to be robots? True. It knows its market. One of them. But yeah, it's really good. It's actually like genuinely amazing for that kind of thing. I disdain it for everything else, but I love it for writing corporate stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wrote my bio for whatever concert stuff, and then I slapped it into ChatGPT, and then like took some of the phrases that they used, and just like merged it into what I did, and it's like it made it so much better. Like, like I think of myself as like an adequate author, but dude, like ChatGPT for emails and bios and stuff, it's better than me in every single way. Like using it as an assistance tool, not as something that does it for you. Exactly. Also, I think like one nice benefit too is that like I'm really conscious of if what I'm doing can be done with a language model, then like I should probably do something different. You know what I mean? So I think it makes it like a challenge to try and come up with something that's unique enough that it'll set you apart from someone who has assistance, where like the base of your product has to be so pristine that it could not be copied or it could not be done unless you already had blah 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 blah. Horse the cars try to explain to justify themselves like we do for using AI. Fair. Dreams to run a corporate D&D game, dude. That'd be so funny. Please invite. I would love to be like a halfling lawyer, you know? Just like halfling rogue lawyer, please. Put me in, boss. Janitor, yo, that's good. Just the ones you have are completely human. Ayo. It really isn't, because there's one thing driving AI that didn't exist before. Just trying to get rid of employees. Fair. Battles are getting home by end of day. That sounds so funny. Roll for initiative. It's just like a spreadsheet. You have to just do a whole bunch of skill checks in order to get your PowerPoint presentation done on time, plus your persuasion and whatever performance rolls as you give your presentation during a meeting. Water cooler talks at an attack. Oh, dude, that's no, I love it, dude. It's nasty. Probably use it for reworking over creating. I mean, I think some people use it just for straight up creating, but I feel like the peak use of it for sure is reworking. Roll for BSing technical knowledge? True. Old pen and paper called Paranoia? Something like that. That's funny. Printer mimic. Oh, that's good. The cubicle's working diligently, trying to get the product done. Ground shakes. Pam from HR hitting your way, looks angry. Oof. You know, printer mimic is great. I also love the thought of the boss being some kind of like hive mind and or mind control dominate person entity whose entire goal is to like farm suffering, you know? Like imagine like you know what's it called, like when someone's like an emotional vampire? Maybe it's just that. But yeah, imagine like an emotional vampire whose entire job is just like make like this top down structure of pure suffering and torment, and that's that's your corporate. It's like actual energy vampire, that's the one. Yeah, and like an actual energy vampire at the top. Anxiety vampire. Could you imagine like the 7 horsemen of mental health disorders, each as a vampire? See, it was Asmodeus. Imagine like all the like the seven sins of having mental disorders as vampires. You have like the depression vampire, the anxiety vampire, the OCD vampire, and like so on and so on. Like, each one trying to just give you all these mental disorders purely by just a terrible work environment. Board of directors, gods of mental disorders, that'd be amazing, dude. This would be a very fun setting. We love Lulu. Main setting, futuristic city controlled by computer civil service AI construct that fears a number of threats to its perfect society, such as outdoors mutant and secret societies deal with these threats, employs troubleshooters whose job to go in and find trouble and shoot it. Amazing, dude. Okay. Bedtime. Have a good night, dude. Okay, that's pretty weak still, but we'll come back to it later. Still haven't started Haro yet. I think it's fine. There's still 2 weeks left. Just read. Just read fast. Forehead. 1984. Probably not go back to says, Ayo. Good timing. I love fancy people in mundane settings, like dwarves getting brunch. Dude. One of my favorite cozy anime is basically this guy who just like is farming in the middle of a forest, and then a whole bunch of like god tier, mythological tier creatures start showing up, and they just want to like chill and live in his fun, fancy, cozy farming life. So you just have like this like ancient dragon that's just like chilling and like eating grapes and slacking off, and then like the main farmers like slaps them with a whatever and like makes them go harvest vegetables and stuff. It's fantastic. I love it. Or like this like notorious wanted in every single country vampire just like chilling, just wants to make soybean soup in this farming village. They're just living their best life, making fantasy miso soup. Dude, the stuff behind the scenes might be easier about money. Yo, let's go. Oh, or like the best character is this like brood mother demonic spider that just likes eating potatoes and making clothes for all the kids and stuff in the village. It's like it's so wholesome, man. This like this complete like archdevil spider, feared by like everything, just like nomming on some raw potatoes and making clothes for all the villagers. Dude, it's so blessed. We love it when the big bad is just like a wholesome little guy. Exactly what you want to be in a fantasy world, right? It's so cozy. Spider. Oh man, have you heard of This is probably my favorite of all time Japanese light novels. Something like that. Spelling to be determined. But it's like this series of like this person that gets reincarnated as a spider. You read the light novel? Yo, let's go! Yeah, it's actually one of my favorites, dude. It's probably like the best one of the entire genre. And it came so early. It's actually like a magnum opus of that genre. Pick your people. Quest you're given is to start a miso restaurant with franchise in every major city. Oh, dude, that sounds like business. That sounds hard. I just want to make soybeans, dude. I don't want to deal with all the business stuff. sparked the whole genre. It did. The crazy thing is that it was like probably one of the best ones in the genre too. And then like everything after that was trash, and then I feel like it like came back up, and then like it hit the magnum opus again with Solo Leveling, probably. And then it's like back to trash again. Like so like it started off somehow with like the magnum opus, and then everything after that was whatever. Haven't watched any of it. Don't watch any of it. It's trash. Read it. Reading it, the book is so good. The book is amazing. The anime is garbage. Don't watch it. The anime is like dog poop 0 to 10. Read it. Reading it 10 out of 10. Either the web novel or the light novel are both good. Like I've read, I love the series so much. I've read I even went back and like read the web novel of it, which is like unedited, unpolished, but it's beautiful, dude. It's so good. You like the anime? I'm sorry that you have wrong opinions. But yeah, the manga's good. The anime is, let's not talk about it. And then the web novel and the light novel are like masterpieces. They're actually like masterpieces. I feel like you have to read the books before you're allowed to say that you like the anime. I would implore you to read them. They're so good. Like it's such a cool, interesting setting. So sad to be transferred to a fantasy world and just be a regular human, right? Yeah. Like make me something weird, dude. Like hit me up with the like absolutely terrible thing. You know, like make me like I don't know, like a flower or like a slime or like some random octopus thing, like whatever. Just like give me the weird thing. I don't want to be just a regular guy, dude. I want to see interesting things. Also, surprisingly, there's not many good like monster protagonist to books out there either. I think the spider one is probably the only good one, and like the slime one is adequate. But there's really not many. Like even on indie novels or like other web novel stuff, like there's really not many monster protagonist novels out there, which is a shame. There's one almost good one about a guy who becomes like a tree, but like it's also kind of like self-insert harem trash garbage too. So it's like it's not good. 10 different skeleton protagonist ones. Like, yeah, that's like human with extra steps. It's kind of boring. Which skeleton ones were better? Yeah. Plenty of demon protagonist ones. That's true. But like that's also just kind of like human with extra steps. It's kind of boring. What about Dandadan? Dandadan's good. It's good, but it's not like fantasy. Become a different thing though. It's a different genre. It's good, but it's a different genre. Like when I say a monster main character, I'm thinking like a crab at the bottom of the ocean kind of main character, or like a parasitic mushroom main character. You know, like give me the weird non-human, like demon non-human. Okay, you got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a mouth. Yeah, a vending machine. Yeah, give me the vending machine main character, dude. Like that's like it's interesting, right? Like demons are just like humans but cooler. It's like whatever. Cool guy for sure. Like the slime one, yeah, that one's a bit better. That one's a bit better. I think the only problem with the slime one is that like they become human so fast, and then after that point they're just human with like superpowers. Like give me give me like you're actually just a mushroom. Like you are born and die a mushroom. How to Become a Dragon by Eon on Webtoon. Completed? Thank you. How to Become a Dragon. What else are the good ones? It's basically just those. I can't in good consciousness recommend the tree one because it's kind of... Shrek? You know what? Yeah, I'd consider Shrek. Sure, why not? Okay. How to Become a Dragon. The heck? There's a spin-off How to Become a Demon Girl? Okay. Okay, let's pull the dragon one up though. Oh, that's art style's gonna be pretty cute. Story of Abacus? You want to become a real computer? Yeah, dude, like I would love something like that. Or like Worm had a cool side character. It was a superhero, but like they were just like an AI. Like they were just like you know, like Iron Man's Jarvis? Imagine Iron Man's Jarvis gains sentience and therefore becomes a superhero. Does Worm write too? No. Like Worm the novel. Worm by Wildbow. That the big old chunker superhero anti-hero novel. But yeah, dragon in that setting was that's a cool non-human character. Like, we love the AI superhero. Like they're like literally just like an AI. But that like as they gain sentience and a personality, they got souped up. What is this? Vision. Oh. Actual favorite Marvel hero. Are they the robot? I don't know much about Marvel lore. Created from Ultron from Human Torch, projects solar energy and change density. He's Jarvis. Oh. Carries an android built by villainous robot Ultron. Nanomachine robot with Infinity Stone. Cool. Sounds exceptionally overpowered. How does this person ever lose anything? It's like simply the ability to change your density is so completely busted that I cannot fathom any superhero being able to do anything about that. Let's come back to that later. Infinity Stones. It's like midichlorians. For plot reasons, there must be a thing. Obviously. Yeah, obviously. Pim particles, that's right. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I was thinking. Like I've only ever seen this guy get his like teeth kicked in. But like why though? Like isn't that like super super busted? Like should he not in fact never get his teeth kicked in? Like it doesn't make sense, dude. It doesn't make sense. How can such a clearly overpowered thing be bested all the time? Like, I've only ever seen, like, I thought that character was kind of a loser, dude, because, like, when I saw Infinity Wars, like, they were kind of a loser. Like, they only take L's. Like, I've never seen them win. But, like, when you read about the powers, though, like, it sounds pretty busted. So, like, how are they, like, such a, like, they're actually a Badgerfield, dude. Explained that it had limited power to redirect around his body at any given time. Constantly has to deal with the brain being fast and limitations. Oh. Personality of a depressed graphic designer. Cool. Let's come back to that later. Okay, as much as this is a super interesting conversation, I do have to go pee. So we will be back in just a few minutes, and we will continue chatting after that. Catch you guys in just a little bit. See you soon. How's it going, everybody? For break today, we had a random 5-spice soy sauce marinated whatever. It's pretty good. Got superpowers and no witch girlfriend. Actually, the self-insert protagonist, dude. It's gonna be a good lurk. Have a good one. What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's same as usual. What's what? Was it always there? Yeah, I mean, we've always had a lurk command. You can try it out yourself. Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. It's normal. Have a good lurk, dude. Yanko lurk? One of our moderators, Yanko, tends to lurk in batches of like 6, where he'll lurk and then he'll like come back and say something and then lurk and then come back and say something and then lurk. And eventually he does it lurk for real. But it takes several. Oh no, not the Gulpin. Alright. He lurks in stages, that's right. Ow. Progressive lurkitis. Okay, let's try this section out. Good luck. Speaking of things nobody asked about, does anybody know like what a good schedule is for running? Like, I know like Workout has a real schedule that you should probably follow. For example, working out every day on the same muscle groups is worthless, and you necessarily have to have time between if you want to make progress. But is cardio the same? Like, do you have to have days off for cardio? Or is like the entire point of your heart and lungs and whatever that they're just kind of like chugga chugga machines and you should chugga chugga them? So like, should you run every day or should you take days off? Should you go like on off? Should you go like 3 on 1 off? Are there any like actual scientific-y schedules for doing cardio? Or just like at your will, whatever, your body will figure it out? It's not like muscle building where you need to let the muscles regrow. Interesting. Hey, Biggie. Need downtime to activate the proper healing routine, but the heart, like a couple other organs and muscles, has the ability to very quickly while being used. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So maybe we'll just kind of go YOLO and do it every day except for when it's raining or something. And that should probably just come up with a random enough schedule that it can heal, but that we can also get a whole lot of volume in. Okay. Regular exercise at least 20 minutes or so for most benefits. Do like 3 30-minute runs a day. Okay, that is disgusting. Okay, we're not doing that. Best I can do you is like 1 20-minute run most days. Because of your biking routine, how you lost a bunch of weight. Interesting. That sounds horrendous. Trained chest and arms in one session, it sucked. Really? I found it. Yeah, I do that like all the time. Train shoulders as well. Yeah, I think that's totally normal, right? Like a lot of people just do a full push day where you do, let's say, bench press and shoulder press and maybe one other thing. I think that's like totally normal. For cardiovascular health, alright. I was prepared to like have my heart not be that of an octogenarian, but that being said, I'm not willing to do 3 by 30. So I guess I'll just die. You do arms, chest, core, and next day leg day? Nice. I do about the same. You do a 5-day split. Okay, fair, fair. I normally do like full body minus legs and then legs. Grinding repetitive, true. But at least it's fast, and at least you spend most of your time sitting down. It's pretty chill. Takes a while to lock in, indeed. Okay, let's get some skilly runs in. Easy to do full upper in the gym, have it set up in a circle to go running station, also true. This is for athlete cardiovascular health, not regular Joe cardio health. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this athlete stuff. I'm willing to do the bare minimum, but not that bare minimum. Go to a mom gym, not a bro gym's quiet, no one asking how many steps you have left. Fair. What is a What is a mom gym? Look like Borelli Lagreen. Who is that? Do I? Like a health club? Oh, I see. Okay. Chinese grandmas who smoke and live up to 120 don't do 3x30 runs. That's true too. That's true too. That's distracting for you. At a mom gym? Well, they said older folks. Tai Chi in the park with the grandma was honestly the fifth in your life. Yo, high five, Tai Chi gang. I spent like 3 or 4 years doing Tai Chi. It's chill. Rather work with the old people. Actually, a lot of the basis for my technique in guitar actually came from my time doing Tai Chi stuff. I think like one of the training protocols in Tai Chi is basically like counting out a certain amount of time between pose 1 to pose 2. And I like that actually really helped me to like smooth out a lot of things. So let's say like you want to like get from like here to here. So if you go like if you count it out like 1 2 3 1 2 3 and like you just land on exactly like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 and like exactly measuring out so that like you have like 0 milliseconds off. Like that was like a super helpful thing, and I got that training protocol from the Tai Chi stuff. It helped immensely. In fact, like it's probably like one of the single most useful things. Just knowing that like from pose to pose, your body is very good at filling in the gaps of recruiting whatever muscles need to be recruited. And just as a training protocol, using the time as a way to measure how accurate you are with the transition. Black belt in Taekwondo. That sounds made up, but I'll take your word for it. Well, actually, okay, nerd stuff. Speaking of topological action maps, because everybody asked about that. I had to unlearn everything from Taekwondo and Tai Chi. True. Yeah, where's my stuff? Where's my topological action map stuff? That everybody cares about, because why wouldn't you care about that? Okay, whatever. This is good enough. It's not the paper I was looking for, but it is a paper of the topological action map. Okay, like, so one really cool thing about Tai Chi. Whoa, what's up with okay, let me explain. So, the basic understanding from maybe like 50 years ago or so of muscle memory and how muscle activation works in the brain is basically that researchers tested it by doing really short, like small, up to 50 millisecond pulses of electrical stimulation into neurons in the motor cortex, and it would like make like a twitch happen. And they prodded different areas in the motor cortex, and it made like different twitches happen. So the hypothesis was that your muscles, like they only worked by like having a very coordinated set of different neurons firing in order to coordinate this motion. But in fact, when they long stimulated neurons, like 50 years later, in like the maybe early 2000s, something like that, they found out that in fact, if you long stimulated a neuron, it would do a complete behavior. So like, let's say, like me doing this is a complete behavior where I get to this point. Whereas previously, like they thought that like a single neuron would like make this twitch, and then I need this twitch, and then this twitch, this twitch, this twitch, whatever. But in fact, it's like a single neuron codes all the way, it recruits all the muscles needed to get to this certain thing. So a really cool thing with Tai Chi is that because it's from form to form to form to form, it really does fit quite well with this. So like, let's say like you have like your ball, right? And like this is just like a thing, like you can get to here from anywhere. And then like, let's say like you switch from there to there, like it's just like a single neuron. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like from here to here, right? So it really is just like, it's actually surprisingly in line with principles of motor learning in your brain, because you really do learn best when you're going from pose to pose, or from location to location, or from goal-directed action to goal-directed action. It's really, really fascinating. And these single neurons in the action map can actually be really, really complex. Like it can be like reach out, grab, chew as a single neuron if you stimulate it for long enough time. So entire species-specific behavior can be activated with single neurons in the motor cortex, which is really neat. So whenever you're learning something, it's best, in my opinion, to try and break it down into certain very actionable events or poses, so that you can have a thing to focus on and work on to really make best use of the way that your brain works and learns. Scientific name for muscle memory. Yeah, that's right. Well, it's the modern description of muscle memory. Basically. Muscle memory is kind of like an old term. This action map is relatively progressive. Like it started in 2009. Or like the research got published in 2009. So it's relatively recent. But for a very long time, people have a wrong understanding of muscle memory and on muscle activation. Workout comes faster than the first time. That's literal muscle memory. That is actual muscle memory. That's not like colloquial muscle memory. So actual muscle memory is that like when you work out, you kind of like expand, let's say like the capacity of like your muscle to blah 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 grow. And then if you don't work out, you lose that strength and capacity, but you'll come back to that point very quickly. That's literal muscle memory. But when people talk about muscle memory normally, they're more talking about like the muscle memory of being able to just land on that C chord in a millisecond, or to like hit this 12th fret, or like to hit this thing, you know? So most of the time when people talk about muscle memory, they're talking about like the conceptual muscle memory of being able to just like land all these chords. But you're right. Like literal muscle memory is in fact the fact that you can build muscle faster if you've already built that muscle. Or you can return to a point that you've already been to before with muscle growth. So remember most of the Tai Chi 108 forum? Anyways, thank you for listening to my nerd rant on topological action maps. I hope you can take this and learn everything you do faster. That's right, yeah. Riding a bike is colloquially muscle memory, but it's not actually to do with your muscles. Yeah, correct. Just a phrase. That's right. It's funny, like when I learned about muscle memory in Chinese, I was offended because it's so stupid. Like in Chinese, muscle memory is like 肌肉记忆, which literally just means like muscle memory. I was like, man, that's stupid. That's like a stupid name for that. But then like in English, it's just muscle memory too. And when you think about it, like, man, that's a stupid name for that. So in fact, yeah, there's no like profound Chinese phrase for it. More like typing in a pin number but not knowing the actual numbers on the shape of the keypad. Yeah, exactly. Or like everything you do in art basically is like muscle memory, in that like you've perfected a certain amount, or like you've perfected certain motions. Like you can draw your straight lines and your circles and your curved lines and your whatever really, really beautifully. So that's like colloquially, it's like that's muscle memory. Bum, 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 bum. Autonomic memory. That would be a better name for it. I like action map though. I think action map is a great descriptor for that, because it really is just like it's just actions that are mapped onto neurons and then refined. I want to get norimaki. This area has corrupted the purity of Japanese snacks. Only flavors were wasabi, chili pepper, and ultra hot. Yeah, that sounds good though. That sounds good. But not if you don't like ultra hot. Your only art-related muscle memory is Control Z. Yeah, that too. But actually, like your ability to like do straight line stuff, or like your handwriting, or your like anything, like literally everything is muscle memory basically. Like typing also muscle memory, true. Like the fact that like I can't draw a straight line, but most artists can draw like a pretty close straight line, or like I can't draw a circle, but most artists can draw like an adequate circle most of the time. Like that's all like a difference in basically like the muscle memory training. Blah, blah, blah. Sad, dude. Sad state of affairs here. Not even one good circle. Sad. Use the drawing pad marginally. Oh, or like calligraphy components. 1 second. Like practicing all of these little bits. That is a useless Google search. 1 second. Oh yeah, like things like this, like this kind of stuff, where you practice certain common shapes over and over again. This is good. Draw multiple circles, actually. Average out to normal circle. Only people that can draw good circles are engineers and high school geometry teachers. True. But yeah, like exercises like this are really cool, because like all these are just like component parts of whatever. Like all these are just components of blah 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 blah. So like you practice these different components one by one, and then you just kind of slap them together, and it makes pretty. It's like all these basic strokes. Yeah. All styles of calligraphy, true. That's pretty good. Yeah. So that style of Asian calligraphy requires holding a 2-foot brush at shoulder height. True. The long slides seem insanely hard. They are pretty finicky. Trying to relearn lost art muscles is actually painful, though. Your eyes are so much more developed than your hand, just in the hell of your own making. True. I feel that with music too. Like, probably in the next month when I'm off guitar for like 2 weeks, and then I have to like do a concert directly after that. Like, it's gonna be torment because like I'll know that it's possible. I'll know what I want it to sound like, and then the hands will not be able to accomplish. But hey, Didi, welcome in. Dude, I think to this day that your art is awesome. Like, Yucca made all of this. I think it's like honestly the best art of the channel. It's so good. Like, let me see if I can find the raw file for it. Like, it's great, dude. It's like, it's genuinely my favorite thing on this channel. Okay, wait. Let's go. Whoa, that's big. Like, it's so good, dude. It's so good. We love the starting soon art. That's the new style. Old style was comic book semi-realism. Could do fully realistic pencil and charcoal. You just can't now. Fair. Personally, I like this kind of stuff a lot, so I think it's nice. I know it sucks that like the thing that you want to be able to do or like that you could have done before is no longer possible. But man, like I kind of love the new evolution of it though. I like this hyper stylized style. Oh, I think you also had a thing that you made for us as well a long time ago, right? Let me see if I can find it. I remember you made like a dragon logo that also was super cool too. Where's the dragon logo? Those are amazing. Thank you. I made those ones. Those are my emotes, but Yucca made the peak one, which is also good. But yeah, like I think it's good. This is also Yucca artwork. But I think it's fantastic, dude. Hot Carls? Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's good. Eat that once and regret it? You're correct. Confused when it came in? Yeah, I was just showing the art. We are not, in fact, starting soon. Something about practicing this way always makes me feel like a spider. Because you know how spiders kind of like move a little bit faster than you think they should be able to move, and it's kind of creepy. Like that's how that feels. Like when you're bursting this as fast as possible in weird sections. Having to go through your whole professional portfolio, have the art career go spinning in the toilet, having to learn something new, having back in making money and climb the career ladder. Yeah, that sounds really rough. How hard is it to get that finger position with the middle over the ring? It's not too bad. It feels good. I mean, like I can slide back a bit so you can see like more of the arm. I think it's a pretty relaxed motion. Rotate, yeah. Almost everything I do playing is via rotation. Like, I'll stay back here for a little bit longer, but... But you can see, like, I don't really move, like, I move a lot of, like, the floppy whatever stuff, but, like, I don't actually move my hands that much, right? Like, for example, from here to here, like, this is actually the same position. Like, this... All I'm doing is, like, I'm just going from here, and then I'm going to here. So, like, my hands don't move. Right, you can see this is the same position. I'm just rotating. Again, this is kind of a big shift, right? But all I'm doing is like, I'm just rotating. Like, I'm collapsing the structure from... Right? Like, the hand doesn't move. The hand is the exact same. But I'm just collapsing from big to small on my elbow. So it's really fast. right? So like it's all about really just angles and rotation. Very Tai Chi-y. Wrist is rather firm most of the time. Well, I wouldn't say firm, but it's straight, or like it's hanging. I try. Okay, I'll move back one more time. Like I try to think of it as like not like this is like it's like a chain. If you treat your arm as if it's a rope or a chain or something, then you will just straighten out naturally because like I'm just hanging from this. As if you were to like just hang a string off your guitar and keep it in place. Right? Like it's like I'm really just like my structure is completely like floppy. I can slap it and it'll just like rotate and like wiggle, right? So it's really just like R2. You move your arms to the wrist. Yo, let's go. There was one time where I had the unhinged idea to try and use torso to do things instead. That was a little bit too much, but it almost worked. Like, for example, from here, like, if you think about what moves the most, right? Like, if you move your waist, like, for example, like, my arm is here. Moving my waist by, like, a centimeter can, like, move my arm by, like, an entire foot, right? So if you think about it, right, is that not, like, the most efficient way to get somewhere? Like, from here? Like, you just rotate? Hard to get precision. Is it though? I would say it's not. I would say it's actually much easier to get precision when you're moving from the large joints. Like I can like 100% just by moving my waist, I can get there like with 100% accuracy. Because like I just have to move like watch torso to anticipate attacks. Yeah, exactly. Not more efficient, it's the simplest. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You went to torso lie, yo. That sounds like some anime stuff. That's cool. So like you feint with the torso and then you do some. Also, I think like efficiency might mean different things. For example, like moving your fingers is probably like the least amount of motion, but it's the most tiring because your finger muscles suck butt. Whereas moving your waist might take the most amount of, let's say, like calories or muscular effort to accomplish, but like it's a stronger, bigger muscle group that has more like capacity to it. So even though it might use like less overall global amounts of energy, it's actually kind of less proportionally because it's like very like it's very cheap basically. Like 1 minute of effort with my hands is so much more tiring proportionally than like 10 minutes of effort just like wiggling my random like big torso joints, you know? Most efficient is daisy chain, tentacle style, fair. Octopus arms can attest. Wouldn't being reincarnated into an octopus be kind of like the best thing ever? Wouldn't that just be so cool, dude? Like, think about how much like flexibility of movement octopuses have. They can do anything, dude. Like, there is nothing an octopus cannot do. Invisible when you want a social interaction? That would be great. And like when you're bored, you can just like crawl into a jar Like, that sounds chill too, dude. Who doesn't like cozy, confined spaces? Each arm basically has its own brain. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It's kind of like delegation, right? In fact, isn't that even more efficient? It's like, hey, I want to go grab that thing. I want it to evaporate. Congratulations on finishing it, though. There is a prize in your mail coming soon as a reward for completing your social interactions and going back to working on your model. Get every branch of the family tree. Had to pay the anti-tags. That is the anti-tags. If you, Cacto, and D were isekai, I'd want to be doppelgangers? Yes. I mean, Carl-style doppelganger would be kind of sick too, though. But yes. Honestly, just give me anything non-human and I'll be happy. Is that in book 2? Oh, I don't know which book it's in. It's either book 2, 3, or 4. Almost reported the account is stolen. Wanna be some great sleeping beast. Bless. Game you were playing, Isekai Slow Life. Scales are a bonus? Fair. Actually, never. I was gonna go show a cool D&D creature, but there's no scale, so never mind. Never mind. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, actually, hold up. Since I'm in this folder, I feel like you would enjoy one of my favorite big bads, because they are in fact the big bad of hands. Where did I put this photo? I know I'm in the right place. No, not that. What? Where did I put it? What? Where are my hands? Don't tell me I lost my hands? I would be so upset. Oh, I might have lost my hands. No way. Scaly Desert Sand Squid. Oh, I found it. I found the hands, dude. I found the hands. Okay. Let's make sure we save this. Dude.